Jim Parsons, big star of the Big Bang Theory, and he is leading the Celebrity Bracket Challenge. He had his birthday yesterday. Man, everything is going well for you. Good to have you back, Jim. I'm glad you finally caught a break.
I've missed you more than I can say. I literally had to quit my television show in order to make time for you.
Is that the reason why we're ending the Big Bang Theory?
One of the major reasons, yes. There are important things in life to get done, and so you make time for them. You make your choices.
Have you filmed the final episode?
No, we're down to our final 4. We start that this week, and then we'll have 270-something in the books. I don't know.
Take us back to that first episode. If I would have talked to you when you got home from the first episode, what would you have said, the shooting of that first episode?
Well, I thought it went well. I knew that I thought it went well, but I didn't. I mean, you know how it is to be putting out a product for wide public consumption. There's really no telling. All you can do is what you think is okay. And so I felt like, there are plenty of good TV shows that have gone to the ditch, as it were. And so I just had no idea if anybody would actually care about this. And I wasn't a fair judge of it. You can't judge what you're doing very well when you're in the thick of it. But I don't know. It's a weird feeling to look back on that now. 12 years is a long time. That's the biggest thing I'm finding, is that I feel like I'm not a very different person, but like, oh my God, your mind just works differently after over a decade of time going by. Do
you remember the first time you felt famous?
I remember the first few times I started getting stopped by strangers, and that I found a little odd. I don't know, because I was already in my early 30s by then, so I don't know if I was just old enough to be like, I've never experienced a world like this, and so maybe if I was younger, which I don't know, that doesn't always work out, obviously, but if you are younger, maybe it's like, oh, sure, this is the new way things are going to be. But I was a 30-year-old man or above by then, and I just kind of was like, this is going to take some getting used to. And that part still takes some getting used to. For me, it does. There's part of me that enters, a shopping mall or anything like that where you feel like you're just going to treat it like you always did. And I still haven't completely reprogrammed for that yet.
Oddest place you've been recognized?
Oh, God. Well, the bathroom's always weird. I feel like anybody I'm sure all of you have had some sort of urinal experience. You're like, this is not the time to talk about this. But
no handshaking.
No, and I don't want a photo in a toilet either, but I've taken one.
All right.
I'm just so bad at saying an instantaneous no. My go-to, I don't know if it's because I was raised in the South, is like, oh, sure. And then I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
We're talking to Jim Parsons, the Big Bang Theory star. Did you channel Sheldon in filling out your brackets, or is this just all you?
This is embarrassing. I have rarely filled out my bracket with less info. I'm never real informed on college basketball as it is. I find it overwhelming to try and pretend to keep up throughout the season and leading up to this. But normally I've got some sort of vague notion. And the other thing I used to do, and this is how I came to this year's brilliant picks, I used to Google whatever Obama was picking and look from there, because I always figured, well, he's got the smartest people working for him, so a bunch of MIT grads picking these picks. This sounds wonderful. And it worked out okay, although I never won. Well, this year his weren't published, or I couldn't find them, but I found, who was it? It was somebody on Yahoo, I think, Henry Bushnell. Does that ring a bell to you?
No.
Okay, well, see? And he had ranked in some article, like, who had the best chances, just going on down, like a numbered list. Well, that's good. And so I started going down, and I was like, whoever he says is number one, I'm going to take him to the final. Whoever he says number two, I'm going to go, and they're going to be the competitor. And I did that for about 3/4 of the bracket, and I thought, well, this is getting really boring. And so everything I hadn't picked up to that point, I did an upset. I did the lower seed for each one. That's the science
Would you-
behind my bracket busting leading. I don't even know what you call it. How much am I leading by? I can't even figure this out. I've been traveling, and so I have not seen a single game, and I haven't even checked my bracket.
McLovin, can you give Jim an update?
Yeah, you're up by 5 points. So you have 59 points, and next closest, Kevin Frazier, 54. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's big. Now, would you rather win another Emmy or win the Celebrity Bracket Challenge?
Well, I do feel that winning a celebrity bracket thing would be a profound feeling. Not that Emmy isn't, but,
You've got a few of those.
I've got some of those. And this is about as close to a sporting title as I could ever get.
What if I make a trophy if you win?
Oh, Dan, don't say it's not so. Oh, my God, a trophy. You don't give out trophies normally?
No.
What a crock. Why do we come back every year? I had no idea there was no hardware at all. There's not even like a certificate?
It's respect. You can't pay for...
I don't remember who won any of the last challenges we've done.
Well, you're right about that. I don't remember it either.
Is that... no, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I didn't mean to come on and be so negative about it. I'm enjoying this, and I'm loving leading the pack.
Are you going to retire from TV?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep working. I know that. But I really don't know what's next and things like that. It's a very funny feeling. I'll be honest about it. Not necessarily unpleasant at this point while I'm still working, but I don't think too much time will go by once we wrap that last episode. I'm like, what am I doing?
What do we not know about doing a weekly show? Like, what is the...
You not know? Oh, God. I think it's both a lot easier and a lot harder than it seems. I mean, for our show at least, there's a real... The machine really works well and always has at our show. I mean, we had a lot of people involved that from the top down that had done a lot of shows, so we had a lot of experience that we came into this with, and that shows. But there's also much more by the skin of your teeth sort of stuff with this, where it's like, well, this just when is this scene going to get funny? And then sometimes it's in front of the audience as you're taping it, and then they come in and fiddle with it, and suddenly it's working. And we have taped episodes, and I mean, this is a compliment, but that I've thought not our best work. And then I've seen them played back or on the air, and I'm like, well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I don't know. I think there are a lot of cooks in the kitchen. But, I think about a show like yours all the time with ours in comparison. It's like, we do 24 minutes of programming, and we take 5 days to do it. And you do 3 hours, and you do it every day.
Yeah. And
you're more committed in some ways, all of you.
I think I asked you for this a while ago, but maybe you forgot.
What do you want? Did I forget, or did I choose to forget? What is it?
I said, and you graciously sent us a signed copy of the, I think, 100th episode. And
what do you really want?
I wanted one of Sheldon's shirts that's signed so I can frame it.
Okay, I'll get that.
Like a show-used shirt.
We only have 4 shows left. There's got to be a shirt that they're done using.
Yeah.
I am not tearing through that wardrobe in the final 120 minutes or whatever it is. It's just not happening.
But you have people who can do this. All they have to do is...
Of course I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Of course I think they'd be thrilled. Well, not everybody, but I think a lot of some people, they wouldn't be thrilled, but some people would be like, what the hell are you talking about? But there are people on that set that would be thrilled to know.
The Danettes, I said, do you guys got one question you want to ask Jim Parsons? Like, what would it be? And the consensus was, how much are you bench pressing now?
Oof. Well, I'm in a rental because we sold our house in L.A., and so I don't have my normal equipment with me in the gym. And I broke my foot over the summer, and so I kind of got
you don't use your foot.
I don't bounce back.
You're not using your foot to bench press there.
Pro athletes do. No, you're right. You don't. But when you're a drama queen like I am, you let the foot travel up, and it infects every limb on your body. And suddenly you're weak everywhere. You really can barely even think. So I've only recently gotten back in the past couple of months, and I am doing – this is not good, but I'm using the heaviest thing we have here are two 40-pound free weights. And so I will –
What's your best, though? Jim, what's your best?
I really don't know.
Numbers
don't matter, you know.
Yeah, they do when it comes to bench pressing.
I know they do. You know what? Here I go. I'm going to move. We're going to go back to New York after these 4 episodes are up, which will do 2 things for me that I am really looking forward to. One is make me more available, should you ever want to see me in person again, to come visit you. And the second is I will be back with my trainer there, and I'll start keeping a chart if that will make you happy, if that's what we need to go forward in our relationship. I can manage this. Oh, wait, I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
I didn't realize you had cats. You have 3 cats?
Yeah, and a dog. Is that bad?
The dog? No. I thought your attitude towards the cats was bad. And this may have been something that I've forgotten. But how old are your cats? You want them to die?
No. But they're going to outlive me.
It sounded like you wanted them to die.
No. They're going to outlive me. Yeah, no. The cats are great. They are, and
but you said you'll never get any more, right?
No. I don't want to. How many cats is too many?
Well, for me, even 1, I'm allergic to them, so I don't do them.
Yeah. So I got 3 dogs. Or 2 dogs. 1 just died, and then I have 3 cats, and it's great. I'm Dr. Doolittle, man.
Yeah.
I am. I feed them. I'm there. They sit in my lap. They.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I think so.
If you were going to use a word for me, it'd be sweet, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, the softer side of BP.
Somewhere. Good luck on the brackets, and more importantly, the final 4 episodes there. And we hope to cross paths with you in New York again.
Oh, you will. That's a threat and a promise.
All right. Tell Todd we said hello. Thank you, Jim.
Tell the family hi.
All right. That's Jim Parsons, Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, and doing some big-time stuff there.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.